guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on that post notification button so that each time I upload a brand new video, you are notified. So, just like I promised, I am back with a follow-up video to my recent post, the story of Monica Nabu Kenya, who was off by the husband, 58, graduated, an Israeli. And the reason why this woman was committed was because the husband did the DNA test and did find out that their baby, who was 6-7 months old, was not his baby because the paternity test did not match. Naturally, he did get upset that the wife obviously did something in order for her to become pregnant by another man, and the result was that baby. So I got the inspiration from there. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not saying that or everything that I'm going to talk about in this video is what happened in their marriage. But again, it's within the realm of reality. Therefore, I want you to see this video. I want you to watch this video. If you haven't watched my first video, please, and I'm going to link it up right here, or here, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about and you will have a clear picture, so that when you see this video, you will be like, oh, that is what Frida is talking about. Like, you see this video, and please head on over to the comment section so that you tell me exactly what you think. So let's get in today's video. In Africa, people get married and they expect, it's a must, a few short months you will become the parent. Therefore, people, relatives, and they just become womb watchers, and they are watching your womb so closely, your tummy so closely. When are you gonna have a baby? When are you gonna have a baby? You've been married for 3 weeks. When are you going to have a baby? And this can be so frustrating sometimes because the baby only comes when the baby comes. On the other hand, and I feel so privileged to have lived the best of both worlds. Like, I have lived the African culture, African world. I have also lived in the Western world. So I talked about Africa. Now let's talk about the Western world. In the Western world, some people purposefully choose not to have a baby, not to become parents for whatever reason. Some are just career oriented and they choose that, baby, we are not going to have children, because obviously children is a lifelong commitment. In that case, what do? They decide to do birth control. Some of them actually do what they call vasectomy. If you look it up on Google, vasectomy is a male birth control. The sperm to the semen is cut. Therefore, a woman can never get pregnant. Now, fast forward. Let's fast forward. Someone grows up, they don't have children, and now they're like, okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to meet someone in a different continent. They come to Africa. The person that they meet does come from the culture where it's important to have children. And then, because they did that thing years ago, and then they are not able to give the child to the person, they are not able to get someone pregnant. This is where the problem begins. If they are honest enough, they would tell the woman that, now look, this is what I did a few years ago when I was in that, like, I just never wanted to have children. Therefore, I cannot make you pregnant. So some of them are actually, they come clean, they are honest about it, and the woman, whether the woman understands it, takes it, it's their business. But then some women would rationalize that, okay, if my husband, my man, is not able to make me pregnant, what no, I'm gonna do something else. Again, this adds to problems in the family. Or sometimes the husband would not even come out clean to say this is what happened and I'm unable to make you pregnant. They just stay quiet about it. So what happens is a month goes by, a year goes by, no baby, no pregnancy. But then the woman, especially if they are young, they've never had a child, and they are getting all this pressure from their relatives and friends and other friends, or having kids left, right, and center, it adds to the pressure of the woman. And therefore, they decide, I am going to go what I call offside. What they do is they find a boyfriend that gets them pregnant, and then now they get pregnant and they have a baby. This guy, the old man, looks back and he's feeling like, wow, how come there's money in my account? I have never deposited. There's money and there's interest, there's all those things. If you see what I mean, I never deposited money, but it just seems freaky that suddenly my account is full of money. More so if the child born does not look anything like them, then they're like, I don't know what's going on. It jolts them into having paternity test to test that baby. And then the paternity test comes out and it proves, it solidifies what they thought, the baby is not theirs. If the husband really loves the wife and is like, we are enjoying this marriage, and perhaps, I'll just take care of this baby, pass it off as my baby, because there's men like that. And then there's men that are like, okay, you know what, I'm done with you. So either they divorce the woman, or they commit the woman, like the story that I just did. Now, like I said in my disclaimer, I am not saying that's exactly what happened in that marriage, in that family, but it's not too far from the possibility. It could be that that's what was going on. My advice to you, or marrying somebody, of course, the one thing that when we meet someone, the one thing that we talk about is their age. They ask you their age and they tell you their age. It is nice. It's not a crime to ask them about, when we get married, would you like to have children? How many children would you like to have? Discuss, be open, and tell them that yes, you've dreamt of becoming a mother for a long time. Therefore, you would like to have children. Another thing that I would love to encourage my people in Africa, let's normalize adoption. Like in Africa, adoption, it's people want to have their own children that they put themselves. That's what they call their children. But there's a lot of ways you can have children. Unfortunately, in Africa, in our culture, it's easy for people to point at a woman for whatever is going on in the house. If the baby is not coming in the marriage, it's a woman that has a problem. They never look at the man, and that is not fair, because anything can happen. Whatever the infertility, whatever happens to a woman can also happen to a man. It's time that we normalize that there is a possibility of a man not being fertile. For example, they may have low sperm count. Like in that case, you can never get pregnant. Or maybe if they go to the fertility clinic, they get treated. Yes, it's possible that they can have the baby. As it is, if they leave it untreated, then years will be going by, you will not get pregnant. So like I said, whatever was going on with Monica, it's reported that they might have stayed 8 or 9 years in marriage, and then the dude is like 58, she's 25. So this is what I started thinking, that maybe that would be a possibility. The reason why he did what he did, he went and had the paternity test, and obviously you saw the story. Like, if you haven't seen the story, I'm linking it up right here or there. Yeah, so you can look at this story and then be the judge yourself. Judge for yourself. And to women, especially young women, if the thing is happening in your marriage where you're like not getting pregnant, talk to your husband. Open communication is a key, because once you communicate openly, you might be able to find a solution. And like I said, there's other options that you can look at. For example, the IVF, like I talked about, where I know it's expensive, but it's worthwhile, because you're obviously doing this for your marriage, and you talk to your hubby, your partner, that this will make you happy. And there's also an option to adopt. There is plenty of children that do not have parents that would love to have a parent. Therefore, it's one of the options that you can look at. All right, guys. So I just came on here just to offer my 2 cents. Hopefully, this can save one or two sisters. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do subscribe to my channel, and I will come back with another video. So we'll see you in my next video. Bye now.